Sure everybody is here. What is the time right now? Okay. Rachel, hi Rachel. Good to see you. Excuse me if you see me slurping and all. I'm having my cup of joe here and I'm having my little biscotti. Y'all, you know what? It is now, what time is it? It is now 5:31 a.m. for me. So, yeah. How are you doing? So I'm going to be sipping my coffee and stuff. So if you don't mind, hi Debbie, hello, good morning. It's 5:32 a.m. now. I'm having my cup of coffee and my little biscotti. So excuse me. This is the way we dunk it in the coffee and we have it. Oh my God, happy Valentine's Day, y'all. I forgot all about it. Oh my goodness. Thank you for reminding me. So, excuse me, okay, while I finish this little bit of coffee. Yeah, it's been last night I had a little bit of trouble sleeping. Actually, what happened was last night was, now it is Saturday morning for me, right? So last night I went to bed early thinking, I was telling Mark, I said I better get some sleep because I have to wake up really early to do this reading. And I went to bed at about 6:30. I slept hard. I crashed till 9:30 p.m. And then I woke up and I was like, okay, this is crazy. Now I'm wide awake. So then what I did, I kind of, tossed about a little bit. I said, nah, I got out of bed, came down and watched some TV. And then I went back up at about 11. Got some sleep, but I think tomorrow I should be okay. So. Going to travels, but the flight was awesome. It was a very easy flight, everything was fine. And you know what? Both the flights was not full at all, which is like really strange because usually the flights are like 100% full or at least like 96% full. But both these flights were not full, so I don't know. Hi Kathleen. I think this is the first time y'all have seen me actually have coffee and dunk my biscotti in it. So I want to, it's actually, what it is, let me just clear up this little bit of a, it is called a rusk. Let me spell it. It's very interesting, how foods are similar yet different in different countries. It's called a rusk. Oi. Okay, just on a side note, it's called a rusk biscuit. What it is it's a staple here in India where a lot of people, not a lot of people, I should say 100% of the Indian population knows what a rusk biscuit is. Like how we have a biscottis to dip in our coffees there. Here we use rusk biscuits and they are so awesome, y'all. It's like so crunchy and so crispy and it's not oily or anything like that. Imagine a very, very, very thick cut, say a half an inch cut bread, let's say bread slice, and you cut it in half and then you toast it, that thickness and the crunchiness, It's like that, but it isn't bread, it's rusk. It's a biscuit. We call it biscuit. So let's kind of shoot the shit over here a little bit, and then we will wait, traveling, she says 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah. Yes, please give me the thumbs up, whatever. I actually, and this rusk biscuit is another thing. It's really helpful when you are, let's say you have nausea and you're traveling and your stomach is just churning and you're like, oh my God, whatever. You just have that for whatever, and it hardly has any flavor in it. It's not sugar, it's not whatever. It's maybe a tad, like I'm saying 2% sweeter than a regular slice of bread, okay? And it has no flavor in the sense like it has no heavy vanilla or ginger or any flavor like that. At the most, they put a little bit of cardamom in it to give it that freshness. And y'all, it really helps your stomach calm down. And you can even have it with soup, it's so good. I'm just finishing my cup of joe, so bear with me. They're all done. So thank you for your patience, thank you for joining me. I'll try and get some video footage, and I say this every time and I never do, like, I should get a selfie stick and walk around town and do all that. I somehow don't have the patience for that, and I feel like, I've been here so many times, like, it's nothing new for me, so I just assume that my viewers would not find it interesting, but I'm sure you all would. Let me just make a quick note of Wendy's thing, and we'll get to it. Okay, what am I? Oh God, girl, this girl won't leave me alone, man. Shit. Okay, let's see. Let me. Give me 1 second, okay? Y'all can shoot the breeze. Williams, July 1964. Oh, gory. Should I even, actually, let's not do the first, well, let's do it. March 13, give me 1 second, 1964, wow, she's just a couple years older than me. I was born in, okay. Give me 1 second while I fix this, okay? Y'all are ready, right? I'm not in any great rush to go anywhere, so let's take a quick look and see. We just do this. That's not, what am I even, why am I, no, that's not where I want to go. I don't know what I'm doing. Bear with me, y'all. Let me just get her, at least her details going, and then we'll deal with the rest in a bit. I want to see her charts. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go to a new chart. Let's see. Wendy. She was born July 18th, 1964. We don't know her time of birth. We put her city and state of birth. I have to thank Debbie for sending me this information. She was born in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Asbury Park, New Jersey. And we go there. Okay, so in the meantime, okay, let me do this. Okay. All right, so let me do my math. And Joe and Williams. So 15, 19, 26, that's 8, 16, 12, 13, 4, 9 and 9, 9, 27, 30, 33, 34, 35, 35 is 8, 16, 20, ooh, okay, that's all right. So that is 7, 16, right? 7, 8, 9. Oh, she's gone through some tough times, y'all. Okay, let's do Kevin Hunter Jr. Okay, so Kevin. She's not out of the woods as yet. Just so you know, as I'm doing this, it'll all come out in the wash when we do the thing. Hunter. So 18, 20, 27. So 10, 20, 31, 40, 42, 6. Oh, that's interesting. 8, 9 plus 8 is 17. That's 8, 9, 10. Her son, for some reason, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm not sure, so that is again going to be 2. So 9 and 9 plus. Will be 4, 9. 9 plus 8 is 17, that's 8, 9, 9. 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 1 is 18, 20, 27 is 9. Her second husband, very crooked guy, super duper crooked, but, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions and allegedly. Do your own research, do your own due diligence and form your own conclusions. Man, I had to get that out before I went any further. Hang on everybody, I know it's taking a little bit longer than you would like. G 6, 5. So, how many 9s do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Bear with me. 54. 64, 64, 70, 77, 84, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. That is 16. That will be 7. 1 plus 4 is 5, 6, 7. I want to say her partnership with her first husband was way better. That's what I want to say. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So, let's take it. So, for Wendy Williams, born on July 18, 1964, she has a sun in Cancer, her moon in Scorpio, her Mercury in Leo, Venus in Gemini. I better write this down because I won't be going back and forth. Sun in Cancer, very interesting. Her good times are coming. That's what I can say. Moon in Scorpio. Whoa. Mercury in Leo. No wonder. Venus in Gemini. Mars in Gemini. Look, she's a bit of a, what's the word? Fireball. So everybody, and sorry it's dark and the lighting is not the best over here and whatever, apologies for that. And if there's a bit of an echo, it's because it's too early in the morning. I've got this door closed over here, the balcony door, otherwise I would open it. So Delvin, hi. So okay, what's going on? Read. Be very direct with your what? Oh my God! Yeah, Delvin, I hope you're doing better. Okay, so let's do this. So it is understandable that she has gone through some really tough situations, y'all. I mean, there is no doubting that. And also keep in mind, her moon is in Scorpio, right? And so right now, Scorpio is transiting to, where is Scorpio transiting to? Scorpio is going to be in Pisces. Scorpio was in Aries, right? So Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. It's her 5th house. So very interesting times for her. Whatever, this 5th house is also, the house of, what's the word? 5th house is negotiations, 5th house is children, 5th house is, talks about counseling, it talks about speculation, it talks about, past life karmas, unconditional love, adventure, the ability to be able to use your intelligence in a way that is, I'm not going to say devious, but use your intelligence to negotiate through certain sticky situations. That's what I'm going to say. And oh my God, my face is looking like dark over here because this weird lighting. But what are we going to do? We'll work through it. So interesting times for her. And considering how the moon Saturn was in Aries. Aries would be her 6th house, and her 6th house is work, health, enemies, friends, debts, legal court situations, the restless mind, that sort of stuff, wounds, etc. So obviously she's been put through the fire, if you will, the past couple of years, clearly, because of the way, the way her, if you look at the Saturn's transition through the signs, I would think that, this clear as day, there's no dicking around, this lady has gone through some tough times. So for her 2nd house and 9th house are very, very active at the moment. So her 2nd house talks about her accumulated wealth, right? Clearly, obviously, right? Accumulated wealth. What is accumulated wealth there? And earned wealth. The wealth you accumulate via your own efforts. It talks about your family. It talks about your possessions, your values, your negotiable assets, your talents, how you use them, etc. So very interesting, very interesting. And then she has the ninth house. Ninth house talks about luck, fortune, the father, right? Also, it talks about new beginnings and conclusions of other stuff, discoveries of things. You are very interesting. Her husband also. Ninth house talks about sister. Not her husband. Her sister's husband. And wait until I get through the reading. You'll understand how that plays into the thing. I don't know if she has a sister or somebody she would consider a sister. The spouse of that sister comes into action. Very interesting. So Sun in Cancer, Moon in Scorpio, Mercury in Leo, Venus in Gemini, Mars in Gemini. Her first husband, he's got 7 and 7. Seventh house is all about partnerships, right? Partnership between husband and wife, or wife and wife, same sex, whatever. Let's not get into those dynamics. And it also talks about business partnerships. It talks about relationships. It talks about your success or failures in partnerships, and also spiritual growth. So whatever, however long she was married to that guy, I would say she did grow a little with him, meaning grow a little as in whether she realized at that time or she didn't or whatever. I feel like there was a little bit of a emotional growth or understanding of herself a little bit more when she was married to the guy. Now, the second guy, Kevin Hunter, he's got the 4th house and 9th house. So 4th house talks about emotions, okay? It talks about, again, friendships. And it talks about also, I should say to a certain extent, nefarious relationships, nefarious friendships. The emotions one uses to manipulate people also. And then the sun will get to him later. It's very interesting, y'all. Hell, this girl, there is no doubting. And let me tell you, just looking at this, where I get those cards, just looking at this, hi Linda, Carolyn Dorsey, hi, I think I missed somebody else who, if I didn't greet you all, I apologize. Okay. But I thought I had done a reading for her, but apparently I had. Okay. Ow. Let's do this. Wendy Williams, Wendy Williams. You know, a lot of you may be thinking like, Kirtana, why do you waste time doing all this maths while the video is just started? I try not to do all my, the astrology charts and my numerology and all way ahead of time, because for me it is, I want to be as transparent as possible. So that's why most often I do it just as we start the video, or just a few minutes before, which, I understand if it's not on camera, well, people could question it, but just for transparency's sake, it's not that I'm going around dipping around to get information. So I do it right here so you guys can see, right? Being as authentic as possible. So she's got Scorpio out. Again, y'all, the lighting sucks over here, sorry. Then she's got Mars. Are we ever surprised? The way the cards pop out, man, seriously. And we got Virgo. I'll tell you what, this is a very, very good time for her. And I feel that if she manages this time well, if she takes the advice and support of the right people, she'll come out of this. In a positive way. And I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up suing somebody for mental distress, emotional distress, and also for defamation. I'm like, girl, you go, you sue the bastards. You do it. Seriously, you do it. But Wendy Williams, she is also a very, she's good at business. She is good at like the family, the relationship. She likes to maintain those relationships. And Moon in Scorpio, very, what's the word? Very, intense emotions. Processing. Scorpio as is very, what's the word, deep thinking, that sort of a way, right? And she is very intense. Oh, she does not forget, y'all. We have the Emperor. Wendy Williams is the kind of person who will never forget when she's been slighted. One way or the other, she'll come back and she'll get him. And she's got the thing. Okay, you can't make up this shit. Here, look at this. This is how the cards... Oh. Okay. This is how the cards popped up. Okay, look at this. What is judgment? Judgment is Pluto. Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. And she's got a Scorpio moon. Hermit card is a Virgo card. I mean, seriously? Like, it's like perfect, right? So let's take a look at it. So we said for her the second house and ninth house, right? Her ninth house is what? What are you? Ninth house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ninth house is Cancer. Oh, shoot. And her second house is Sagittarius. Okay, y'all. This, I will just say, this is a surprise for me that she is still alive and thriving. And she will thrive. I'm really surprised. I am really surprised that she's alive. She's still with us. She has somebody watching over her, or the good graces of God. I'm really surprised she's still with us. So we have the Scorpio card, and I don't have my charms and stuff because that's too much to carry, so I didn't bring all that. So we're not doing all of that. Let me lay out the cards. I feel like, whoa, okay then, buddy. Calm down. Oh, okay, 3 cards. Okay, 1, 2. And I'll show you the cards. Let me do this. Wow. Shit. I feel for her. Okay. I think I'm just going to move my computer, y'all. Give me 1 second so I can sit straight in front of me like that. That's way better. Okay, that is way better. Whew. Makes more sense. Look, y'all, this girl, I am surprised she's still alive. I am surprised that she has not withered away. I am surprised that they have not locked her up in an institution or basically like kind of conveniently offed her, and I'll tell you why. She's got the Scorpio card and the Emperor card, and she's got Mars in the Judgment card, she's got Virgo and the Hermit card. So let's start from there. So we know she's a Scorpio moon, and the Emperor card is, as we know, an Aries card, and the Emperor card talks about the ability to change, make changes, the ability to make alterations, the ability to what's the word? Use your authoritative position to implement certain things which may which may be beneficial for you or not. Use of discernment, typically, but in this case, it has been over her. That sort of a authoritative, disciplinarian, exacting energy has been over her emotions, because moon is emotions, right? And then you have judgment. Judgment is it's changes, sweeping changes, is making, you've gone through all the changes, you're making all those changes, and it's not just making changes and how changes have been made, but it's also announcing to the world how these changes have worked out, either to your benefit or not, or basically airing it out in public. And she's got Mars over there. Mars rules Scorpio. Judgment card is a Pluto card, so again, going back to Scorpio, it's her mental state. Unimaginable. So people have obviously questioned her emotional and mental state, and this is purposely set up, and I'll tell you why. Because she's got Virgo and she's got the Hermit card. So she's a Scorpio, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th house. What is 11th house? 11th house is like-minded people, groups, friends, gains from professions, that sort of stuff. So people around her work environment have used, in a very analytical way, in a very systematic way, the Hermit card, have gone looking for minutiae, for details, etc., to be able to institutionalize her, because the Hermit card also talks about withdrawing. So you're withdrawing from the community to go through your own process. So purposefully this has been done. I think we have a new person here, says John Carey. Your content makes me feel the same way as I do after I eat Taco Bell. Oh, really? All right, John. Well, maybe you should go sit on the here. Oh, yeah, let's have some fun, y'all. We have somebody called John Carey here. Let's say hi to John Carey. Let's welcome him to the real family, right? Briefly, and then we'll kick him out after 3 minutes, because some people begin to stink. You can only tolerate them for 3 minutes, right? So John, yeah, stick around, man. Leave your comments. It'll always help in the analytics, right? So yeah, do that. And well, clearly you haven't learned your lesson, right? Maybe you should try Taco Bueno. Maybe that'll help. Why don't you go try Taco Bueno and come back and let us know whether you feel the same. All right. All right. Maybe I should take out my Ouija board and work on John Carey. So, anyway, let's move on. These people always crack me up, these trolls. But such is life. We need trolls too, right, for the entertainment. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, okay? We have the Ace of Cups, right? And then we have the Justice card. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have the 9 of Wands. I can only laugh at these trolls and the comments they make, man. Seriously, it's like too funny. There always has to be one shit bag, right? Yeah, well said. So, oh John, you know what? You know why? Oh, you poor baby. I think we should all send some good energy towards John, so that you guys crack me up. Anyway, Five of Pentacles, yes, financially being left out in the cold, extremely manipulative of emotions. And why do I say manipulative of emotions? Like Ace of Cups, traditional tarot, what it means, yada yada, but extreme manipulation of our emotions, because you look at the cards up top, we have the Scorpio, we have the Emperor card, we have Mars, Judgment, Virgo and Hermit. It is absolutely, and even astrology wise, if you go look at her chart, seeing as where Saturn was and where Saturn is going to be now, it's unbelievable. Because here's another thing, Saturn is moving into Pisces. Pisces is a sister sign to Scorpio, and she is a Scorpio moon, so there is going to be some intense, she is not completely out of the woods, but intense self-analysis. Not that she hasn't gone through all that, but almost like an emotional cleanse for her now. She's going to really come out of this understanding herself better and knowing what her actual scope of influence is, and also her circle of friends, the intimate circle that we all of us have that, right? Understanding the psyche, their relationships, their interdynamics and all of that much better. So the attack has come from within. It has not come from outside. Okay, we all know it's been in the news media, all the drama she's been through, whatever. This, I would say, has been purposefully, systematically been planned, and the attack has been made. So they start with the finances, okay? Then it goes to the emotions. Emotions in terms of the relationship with her spouse. What's his name? Kevin Hunter, right? Did they get divorced, or wasn't he caught cheating and all that bullshit and stole her money, etc.? And then you have the justice card. So the justice card here is Libra. It's balances, decisions, and courts. So that was the first inkling of. There have been a few skirmishes here and there where, there was some sort of a heads up, like, girl, you're heading into some times that are not good. But I don't think she really paid attention to it. But this whole divorce and the drama with him put a spotlight, and that is what really rung the bell in, like, your shit times are coming now. And I don't think she really got to it. And look, we have the 10 of Pentacles, right? And then we have the 9 of Wands. It has been, the attack has come from within, using her relationship in terms of finances, and the 9 of Wands talks about keeping within your limits. So it's like they have been closing and closing and closing and closing, and the best way they could do that and then they could attack her is through her finances, because she obviously is smart enough. She had the platform of her channel of her TV show where she could go and talk and all. But how do you get to people like this? The best way to pull the rug up from beneath them is finances, right? Same thing happened with Britney Spears. Look at the similarities. What happened to Britney Spears? What's happening to her? It's almost on the same what should I say? Pattern, right? Somebody manage your finances, they steal from you, then the cheating, and then this and that, and then finally what do they say? They say, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. So that's how this is going. But wait, what happened to, oh shit, John, are you still here? Oh, he ran away? Hey, you know what? Maybe we should start a GoFundMe and buy a bunch of, those adult diapers and send it to John Kerry. I'm sure he'd use it, right? He has a need for it, I'm sure. What do y'all say, y'all? Do you think we should start a GoFundMe so we can buy John adult diapers? Shall we do that? Give me a thumbs up if you all agree with me. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Arachari. I didn't see Arachari step in the room. Hi, Lucinda. Yeah, that's true. Adult diapers, y'all. I'm telling you that we should seriously. I kid you not. We should seriously start a GoFundMe and buy adult diapers and keep it just for trolls like this guy, and then send it to them, right? And we'll use magic to deliver it to them. I can use my Ouija board and my divination tools and find their locations, and we can ship it to them on the house. Do we have a joy in the house? Joy, hi Joy. Oh, what? Cat lip. Yeah, he does have. That's what we should do. We should give every time one of these folks join in, right? We should give them a shout out, right away, and give them a title and maybe pin them. Maybe I should make special badges for them and pin it to them. That'll be cool. All right, let's go on. So we have the King of Cups, okay, followed by the Death card. Oh, these two popped up. King of Swords, lot of pages. Page of Cups, a Sun. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Look, I'm going to go so far as to say that money has been paid literally for services rendered. What do I mean by that? Money has been paid for services rendered. Money has been paid to the person who they used to get to her for emotional blackmail. Okay, so it's almost like, hey, John Doe, we need this accomplished, we need to shut her up, we need to do something, go figure it out, and hey, what's in it for me? Well, I'll give you some money. There you go. And then you have the death card. Death card is against Scorpio. Change, rebirth, transformation, and ending. King of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this energy tells me was her also, I'll come to the King of Swords though. It clearly shows me that her son was aware of some of the stuff that was going on, but his hands were tied behind his back because he's like, what do I do? This is way above my pay grade. I don't know how I can go around helping her. But she also had a vague feeling that, instinctively she had this feeling that, something's going on over here. These people are like, I can't quite put my finger on it, or I don't know how to get out of it. And she has tried her very level best to offer her insights, if you will. And when I say offer her insights, what do I mean by that? See, when you go and tell somebody, hey, I think I know what's happening, I think I know who's behind all this drama, is one thing. I think I know. But that would be a straight on accusation. So she understood the dynamics of it. So she is like, I wonder if it is so and so. Do you think it could be this person? That way. Again, Nine of Pentacles pops up. You see, it's Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, keeping a very tight control over her finances. That's how they got to her, very tight control over her finances. Let's get back to the King of Swords. You have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So whoever she leaned on for legal advice, or be it her manager or whatever, and she expected that person to support her, that individual didn't come through because she has got these two, right? And in the middle of these two is this card. So I'm going to say, again, these are allegedly, these are my observations and my opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. There is this conspiracy, conspiring, two factors, two strong figures who she had confidence in, conspiring and putting the pressure, like coming into her to create this. And here we have Mars judgment, we have the Justice card and the King of Swords. I will tell you that she is absolutely going to go on to sue somebody for defamation, to sue somebody for whatever, libel or whatever they call it, I don't know the dynamics, and for like a civil suit, like get my money back, give me my money back, where did my money go? And she's going to win. She's absolutely going to win on this. So Miss RNDM says, just found your channel, your readings are excellent. Thank you for that, and thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. And I also want to say, y'all, not everybody is going to agree with what I say or understand, my readings, or, there's always going to be people who are like, oh my God, what is she talking about? That's fine. I understand, and the people who have been with me forever know where I come from and the authenticity and, all that good stuff. So it's all right to agree, to disagree, but some people make it like, who's that John, what's his name, where did he go? He ran away? Oh, what the hell? Was he so easy to scare? What's that fellow's name? John something or the other. The guy who had the runs, dysentery. Just bad mouthing. Why? It's like... So thank you for joining us, and thank you for your what's the word? The compliment. John Doe. That's too funny. Six of Pentacles, there is going to be a settlement, y'all. There is going to be a civil suit settlement. Then there's a Hangman, that's not a bad card. Then Eight of Pentacles, y'all, this is like all money, finances. Queen of Wands, she is going to be alright. Then she's got a little bit more of a fight. That's a Four of Wands, but she's actually going. She'll be fine. Let me take out some more cards. The Star card, and we'll read it all together. The Eight of Wands. The Seven of Cups. Whoa, she is going to be fine. A little bit more of that, betrayal business happening, and then the Eight of Swords. A little bit more. Let me draw one more card and we'll get to it. The Temperance. Look, I'm going to tell her, girl, this time make sure you choose your people wisely, your team wisely. This time make sure that you speak, you moderate your speech, moderate what you say. What do I mean by moderate? Watch your words is what I'm trying to say. Watch your words, and be methodical in how you approach and how you go about these attacking the people who not attacking. How you go about addressing the people who brought you down, because if she lets her mouth run off, she is going to again, keep circling around. And also keep in mind, being a Cancer sun sign, she knew of this for a while. Okay, this pile of shit was building. Okay, for a long time. But she chose to ignore it. She thought, you know what, I'm just going, I have said, I've spoken, and my voice is like all hoarse for screaming about it, but nobody paid attention. I'm just going to keep quiet. But yes, when the whole Diddy thing came about, then people start, how people go back and they start digging up and they say, who else came out with, who else was like your Jaguar Wright, and which are the, she has been talking about this stuff since way back in the 90s, and she has said it. Right? So people go back and they're like, oh, now we got to go to the source and start, because for some reason they believe that she was the one who started the whole thing. So if she hadn't spoken about it way back in the 90s, it would not have happened now. I digress. Whether Wendy had spoken about, Diddy and all this bullshit that goes on in the music industry or entertainment industry, he would have still got taken down. But it's easy to lay blame on others. We're going to take out, oh, I'm going down, I'm going to take you down with me too, that sort of a thing. She never liked Diddy, by the way, and Diddy is not the only person. I'll tell you. What's that other guy? Whitney Houston's manager, I forget his name, douchebag. This chick never liked him. Okay, let's go on. There is going to be some sort of a give and take, settlement, monetary. She's going to have help. She's absolutely going to have help. It's an Aquarius card. So 1, 2, 3, 4th house. What is our 4th house? Excuse me. She's going to have some help. Absolutely, she will have some help in being able to resolve the situation and come out of it. She is definitely good. But then she also has to be careful. Just because somebody is offering help, don't just blindly say, okay, I just give you all the the reins, run with it and do it. No, she still has to find balance. If I'm accepting your help, but then again, I'm not just relying on your help. I'm also doing something else behind the scenes where I can have some control over this myself. Yes, Clive Davis. She never liked him from the very beginning. She had it. She knew about his shenanigans. Right after that, we have the Hangman, which is interesting, and the Eight of Wands. The Hangman, as we know, is like being in a state of limbo, right? But all that being in a state of limbo, being told to wait and being stuck and all those delusions, etc., you're going to be coming out of that really fast. So delusional mindset is going to be dissipating really fast. Really fast. She's got the Eight of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. She's going to continue to work, but she's got a lot of choices. She's going to think about it. She will get back to work, but is she going to actually go back to her TV show? I don't know about that. but she has a lot of choices in how to get back to work. She's not, I don't think she's the kind who's going to sit on her back and say, this was such a big traumatic event in my life that I'm done, I'm over. No, she is somebody who wants to continue to work, but she will never forget. She will never forget, and she will never forgive those who have messed with her. She won't. She will not. She is going to take a lot more control over her career, herself, her life, etc., because she's afraid of the betrayal. She's like, I cannot afford another go around of this. My heart can't take it. My life, my age, I can't take it. She's going to have a lot more control over her actions, her career, the actions, the route she takes, how she goes about it. She wants to ensure that this situation does not happen. There is going to be a little bit of betrayal, but she wants to minimize it. Look, anybody in a position of power, anybody who's a goose that lays a golden egg, there's always going to be hangers on. There are always going to be those bottom feeders. There are always going to be those leeches, the people who want to drain your energies and they want to take advantage of you, and then because it's like, hey, I'm getting free money for nothing, right? So that's always going to be there. So she's going to be a little bit more careful, because she has learned the hard way that betrayal comes from within, right? So she has understood that lesson very well. Four of Wands. Very interesting. Four of Wands and Eight of Swords. What is Four of Wands? Four of Wands talks about the celebrations, the family environment, coming back home and doing all of that. Eight of Swords over there. There is still a little bit of self limiting herself, like restricting herself in celebrations, restricting herself in her, when we talk about home, it could be the physical home environment and also home as in her space, right? She's going to be restricting herself. What do I mean by that? She's going to be a little bit more careful. That home, the circle is going to be a lot more shrunk. She's going to be very, very careful about who she allows and lets back into her house. First and foremost, Scorpio moon, yeah. Cancer, right? For them, home and family is very important. But with the Scorpio moon over there, that's a combination, all right. Not a bad one at all, but Scorpios are also very deep emotional thinkers. And Cancer sign, they're all about the home and family. She's going to be very restrictive about that. She's going to have a lot more control over that. And then you have Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius, right? That's the second house for Scorpio. And what is the second house? Second house again talks about your accumulated wealth, your earned income, right? That sort of stuff. Your negotiable assets, your ability to earn, your prosperity, your self-control, everything. She is going to be like really, really careful about how she manages all of this. This lady, y'all, I am surprised. I am super, super surprised that she is still alive, first and foremost. I really am surprised, because looking at her chart, looking at her, all the three things that I do, numerology, astrology, and this, like, I'm surprised she didn't fade off into nothing. Literally waste away into nothing. I'm really surprised. Somebody has been watching over her, like some past life karma, good stuff. Somebody has been watching over her. She really, really, really is lucky to be alive, because and to still have an opportunity to come out and say, hey, given a chance to fight through. She has learned a very hard lesson. Okay. Now, a lot of people will say, well, it serves her right, because, oh my gosh, she was harsh on so many people, she called out so many people, she did this, she did that, and all that. Let's take a moment and think about this for a second, okay? First and foremost, y'all, remember this. Any of these entertainers, right? Any of these people who are talk show hosts, Oprah, Wendy Williams, Ellen DeGeneres, whoever the hells they have. That is their job. They are supposed to, it is in the script. It's like, We want you to be like no holds barred. We want you to be very whatever, don't discriminate, don't go soft, don't do this, don't do that. But among all three of them, I would actually put my money more on Wendy Williams than I would on Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres. Because the snarky thing she said, I haven't watched, like I don't watch all the sitcoms, but I did watch here and there a few things. I can only take 5 minutes at a time, I can't. Whatever she might have said was based on truth, it wasn't fabricated. So it was like commenting. For example, we had that Paris Hilton, is that his name, that guy who used to be, oh my God, he was horrible. He was another level of snarkiness in his earlier career, right? He was so snarky. I'm talking way back in the early 2000s or whatever, right? So snarky. And then he realized he started getting cancelled or whatever. And then he took a break and he went and did some self-discovery, and he went and, this, that and the other. And then he came back and he started. But he, I'll give him credit for this. He made a public apology to all the people who he was really harsh on. He made a public apology. And that worked on his behalf, owning up to your snarkiness and owning up to the fact that you were a little bit of a shithead, and saying, I apologize, whatever. Now, we gotta be cautious. Did he say that because he's like, shit, my only source of income, because this is all I know what to do, is gone, I better suck it up, buttercup, and eat crow and come back and apologize and get back into the groove, whether he really went through this phase of self-discovery, understanding, that, he learned some hard karmic lessons and whatever. Either way, he at least had the balls to come and apologize and say, it's I'm sure floating around somewhere on the internet, I was harsh on so many people, I apologize. Or maybe people sent him threatening, whatever, saying that, dude, whatever. The fact that he apologized and he was able to come back and recover a little bit of his career, now he does the same thing, but he does it with a little bit more finesse, a little bit more cautiously. He doesn't just go overboard on it, right? He's based 100% on facts, which is a good thing. So these people have built their careers on these kind of things, So you can't really blame them for coming across as being snarkiness, because what other material do they have? That's the material, right? Calling out this celebrity for what she or he is wearing or not wearing or yada yada. That's their material. So do you really blame her for being snarky? A lot of people have said that she's snarky on this, that, and y'all, I have been snarky myself, but again, we're all entitled to our opinions, right? So does that mean that we are purposefully doing this to bring down somebody? I'm not. I'm just seeing what is all out there on the internet, and my opinions I'm voicing. So she could say the same thing, right? But among all of these talk show hosts, I would put my money on her, because I think she's got a little bit more credibility, a little bit more honor, a little bit more, her morals are a little bit more better than the other fools, and I say fools about Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah Winfrey. I can't stand that Oprah Winfrey. I never bought into her, and never liked Ellen DeGeneres. Oh my God, she came across, even on the screen, I don't know how people didn't catch out, even on the screen, just watching, like, oh my God, she's so fucking fake. How do people go and I don't get it. But anywho, let's move on, because there's more to this than what I just read. Let's talk about this. Wait. Y'all, I want to say something right now. This is a little bit more private, I think, but I had a weirdest freaking dream, y'all. Very, very early hours, I think at about 2 a.m. this morning, because this is now Saturday morning. No, wait. Yeah, it's Saturday morning for me. And it woke me up, and I kind of got 2:30 maybe, 2:30, because I was in and out of sleep. I went to bed at 1:30, and then I was like, and then this jolted me up. I dreamt, oh my God, I dreamt that all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of people, everybody leaving in my neighborhood, all going in one direction. I don't know which neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, because I saw my home over there. Everybody all leaving in one direction, like people leaving in droves. And I was like, what's going on? Why is everybody leaving? And they're saying the sirens have come out, and I'm going, what sirens? And they're like, don't you hear it? And I'm doing this, and in my dream, and then yeah, and then they're saying, well, blackout, blackout, blackout. I know what blackout means, because when we had the Indo-Pakistan war, I was a child then, and I remember they had us put paper on the windows and all of that, so that if you light a light inside the house, it can't be seen outside, right? That's a blackout. And you were not supposed to turn on lights after a certain point, and complete blackout, that sort of a thing, because the aircrafts wouldn't be able to discern homes and see if there's any life there, then they would bomb, type of stuff. So for me, that's my understanding of a blackout. And people are saying blackout, and we're all scrambling around to kind of, I'm running after my dogs, come in, come in, come here, hurry up boys, hurry up. And that's a weirdest shit dream I had, man, and it was so vivid, and everybody just leaving in droves. Nobody is taking anything with them. Bus loads, truckloads, carloads of people. Doesn't matter whether the car belongs to you or not. You're leaving. There's an empty space. I'm getting in an empty. And here I am busy trying to get in my dogs into the house and saying, you all better get your asses indoors. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to stay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. If any of y'all can figure out what that dream is supposed to mean, let me know. Let's get back. Thank you, Lady Sapphire. Yeah, I do appreciate it. Thank you, y'all. Y'all are awesome, man. Y'all keep it going, y'all asking people to give me the thumbs up and sign up for memberships and all that. I appreciate y'all doing this, because I forget. I don't do the pitch very often, but let me do it now. So every Wednesdays I do a members only live stream, where it doesn't get telecast to the general public. It will always be just for my members. And I go in-depth readings on sensitive subjects, and it's usually the live goes on for about, what do you say, guys? It never ends less than 2.5, 3 hours. And most often when we have a little bit of time there, I take personal questions from my members, like a personal mini quick 1-card, 2-card readings. So please do join, and there will be, in March I'm doing a giveaway and lucky draw type of a thing for my members only, and fun stuff like that. So merchandise and this and that and all that good stuff. I shipped out some t-shirts to some people. I hope you all received it. Let me know if you did or didn't. I'm still working on my my personal merchandise store, but I have an Amazon store, y'all. If you click on the link, I think it should be in the description box. Click on it and you'll go there. You'll see some of the things that I like. I have bought. I bought. Nobody gave it to me, and I've used and I like it. You can try it out. And yes, y'all, if you buy anything from that link, I do get a little bit of a commission. I have to disclose that. Okay, let's. Oh, wait. All right. Okay. All right. We got it. Let's do that. We got a lot of cards here. So she's got, I'll show you all the cards. She's got the 10 of Wands, okay? She's got the King of Wands. I feel for her, y'all. Knight of Cups. 5 of Swords, man, what a tough situation this lady's been through, man. It is, oh my God. Page of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. 2 of Wands. Seven of Wands, the Sun card, beautiful, and she's got the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which I actually like. I will say this again. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly. These are my observations and my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. Y'all, I will say this again. What I really meant to say was, I am surprised she's still alive. I am so freaking surprised this lady is still alive. And y'all, there are some people in this universe who we know, they don't deserve to take another breath, right? We know that. The real criminals, right? We know who they are. Like, why are they still hanging around, right? That's my question to God, if you will. It's like, why do you let those people still breathe when they are innocent kids and people dying of cancer and this and that and, all that stuff, struggling through mental health issues, that sort of stuff. Why don't these criminals just drop off? I mean, let's they're using up our space and our airspace and our whatever, right? Why? That's my question. So, having said that, she is not a criminal. That's not what I'm saying. I'm surprised that she's still alive. She should have been gone by now. She should have either... No, I shouldn't say that. I should be very careful how I phrase it. Like, she was in such a bad mental state that they were counting on her eliminating herself. That would have been so perfect. That would have fit their narrative so well. She was protected. And I'm glad she was, because I will say this again, y'all. Whether I agree with her work or not, I'm going to say Wendy Williams has some morals, has some principles. She has a very good heart, and she's a person who is not afraid to own up to her mistakes. That I will tell you about Wendy. She will call herself out too. She's that kind of a person. On the stage, she may come across as being snarky and all that because, she's calling out all these celebrities for whatever goof-offs they're doing. That's different. But and she's a very generous person too. Very generous. That's the thing. Her generosity has been taken advantage of. So, Ten of Wands, King of Wands, I'll do the fours and then I'll do the centers. Ten of Wands, King of Wands, Page of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. I am going to go so far as to say that she is also going to be taking control, okay? Taking control, and as much as it is like really burdensome for her, taking control and also kind of going to start disengaging herself from her son too for some reason. Now, I don't know why though. Because he's August 18th, I think he's isn't he a Leo? Why would she want to? Because for him, he has a 6th house and 10th house, right? So, 6th house is, for some reason she's going to be withdrawing from him too, because she feels he might have done something that she didn't expect him to. Here's the thing, 10th house talks about profession, morals, life goals, occupations, reputations, authority, control, inheritance. I think she feels that he is siding with the father a little bit and she's disappointed, or something has transpired, or maybe she feels that he sided with his father. So she's going to be disengaging herself from him also a little bit. And she's very burdened by the fact that she's forced to do that. She's very burdened. And she's emotionally going to check out from that. How interesting. On this side, she's got the Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords, she's got the Seven of Wands, and she's got the Sun card. And then on this hand, how interesting. She understands and sees with more clarity the Five of Swords, where the violence and the abusive relationship has come through, and she knows that she has to kind of defend herself against whoever, defend herself and protect herself against competition, against people, or against whatever. And the sun card. So it's so weird. It's like on the one hand she wants to emotionally disengage herself, on the other hand she feels like she needs to protect her son a little bit more from this, because I think she feels like he has also been influenced by these certain individuals and by his biological father, who is not necessarily a good guy. And right in the middle of it she has a Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands. And right at the bottom of it she has a Nine of Swords in the reverse, which is awesome for her, because Knight of Cups talks about somebody coming in with an emotional offer, saying, hey, let's find the emotional balance, let's whatever. But she's got the Two of Wands over here saying that, you know what, all that's fine and dandy, but I am going to sit back and wait a little bit because I want to decide which route I want to take. So this set of cards is focusing upon her relationship with her child. I think she's going to be fine. I think for a brief period of time she has to disengage, appear to disengage, because that appearance of disengagement is what she's using as a cover to protect her true emotions, and also protect him from being at the receiving end of a lot of bullying and discrimination and abuse in whatever way you find it. But then the Nine of Swords in the reverse tells me that no more stress and anxiety for her. Her level, her stress. See, Nine of Swords, as we know, it talks about, anxiety, depression, grief. That's all going to go away. She is going to come out of this very well, y'all. Is she going to go back to having a TV channel? I don't know about that, but she will have a career of some sorts. One way, shape or form, she will have a career. Okay, fancy that. So, oh yeah, Courtney, I do have the dream dictionary. I write it down, but this dream I had was just first thing in the morning, and then I had to, I was tossing and turning, and then I woke up and made myself my cup of coffee and whatever, and came and started off. So I haven't jotted it down. I will at some point. Dream dictionaries, yeah, those are general, but then I'll get into it in a bit. Hang on, Courtney. So, Lucinda says he tried to get control of her money with his dad when she was in the hospital. Oh. Oh, dang. Okay, hang on one second. This is a name I don't remember seeing before, but let's welcome Nandi Johnston. Says greetings y'all. Hi Nandi, greetings and welcome to the Real family, the Real Tarot channel and the Real family. So Nandi says, Nandi, where do you go? Okay, she says, per study, when the late great singer Natalie Cole's soul heir, her son, mysteriously passed, who governs Nat's estate? Interesting, I didn't even know that. Yeah, exactly. Whitney Houston's soul heir gone too, per study. There seems to be yeah. Per some other comments, it's one thing to freeze Wendy's legally earned monies, take her funds, but to also take her. When her family, a lawyer sister, told them she'd care for her, they said no and didn't. Oh, allow them to visit her after. Nandi, happy Valentine's Day, Nandi. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, but I didn't know about Natalie Cole and all that. Yeah, Whitney Houston, we know. Allow them to visit her after a while. Okay, that's interesting. We should do one, y'all. I think I'll do. Thank you, Nandi. I will do a reading sometime just to see about these people. Yeah, we know how Whitney Houston's daughter passed, and I didn't know about Natalie Cole's. Wow. Unbelievable. So this is validation right here. Thank you so much to Lucinda for pointing it out, to Nandi Johnston also. I think Wendy understands. That's why that spread is specific to her son. Interesting, no? How these cards don't lie, man. They just don't lie. Oh, I have to do a reading on that, Nandi. Thank you, though. I appreciate you bringing that up.
I won't look it up right now because I don't want to take away the energy from this particular reading. So, but I will, if you all keep note of this, maybe let me know. Nina Simone's, yeah. Oh, she was so gorgeous. Oh my God. Oh my God, Nandi, you're giving me chills. Maybe one of these days I will do a reading dedicated to these people. Can somebody in the channel, Debbie or any one of you guys, please make a note of these particular names? So I will do a reading just for that. Nina Simone, man, she was bomb.com. It's so gorgeous also. Let me focus. Oh my God, Nandi, you brought up Nina Simone, so Nina Simone is stuck in my head. Let me clear that and then let me do focus on Wendy Williams because this reading is for her. Okay, they want me to take this other deck. Oh, it's getting a little brighter now. Sun's out. I'm not going to look at any more comments for the moment because I want to focus on Wendy. Her energy, show me what I need to see about Wendy. So we have the Hierophant, okay, the Magician. I'll take these cards. The World, oh my goodness, she's got all the major arcanas popping up. What in the world? The Queen of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. Wow, this is interesting. Interesting. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, total control of finances, y'all. Temperance. What the heck? I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one, and I'll tell you why. Oh, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. That's fine. I'm not holding anything in the reverse. That's okay. So I'll take it as reverse. And then we have the Page of Wands in the upright. How interesting. How interesting. And I'm going to take one more card because I feel like I want to. Hey, those of y'all who are on my Saturday, oh, well, apparently these cards because they popped up. So what is this? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, let me make some more. We have Nine of Pentacles followed by the Two of Pentacles. Look at all the money cards popping up, man. And then the Empress. Look at all that. That's just crazy, isn't it? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Out of 13 cards, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. The Hierophant, organizations. Organizations, oh my God, must conform. The Magician, the World card. The Magician here. Mercury, communication, the ability to create, to demolish, the ability to, point your finger and say, I'm going to make it. This is Clive Davis all over again. And then you have the world card, things coming around full circle, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Temperance, Judgment. Y'all, this has been a systematic, planned takedown of Wendy Williams. This has got nothing. She is not schizophrenic. She is not mentally imbalanced. She is not. I'll tell you. I'll go so far as to the other day I was talking to somebody and I said, I bet you they gave her some psychotic drugs to make her act all crazy, and then they go, oh, here you go. Right, here you go. Because it's very easy to slip in something in somebody's drink, right? And then they won't even know, because these celebrities, they can't be walking on eggshells, suspicious of every single person around them. There's got to be an element of trust over there. Hey, make me a cup of coffee. You have people over there just because of who they are, right? I want a cup of coffee, so you have your personal assistant run and get the cup of coffee or the cup of tea. I'm not blaming her personal assistant. I don't even know what it is. That's not what I'm saying. Let me be very clear about it. But it is very easy to contaminate these people's foods or drinks with any substance, and they won't even know it, right? But I feel she was really given some psychotic drugs in some way, shape or form for her to act all crazy like that, and then it took a toll. And I also wanted to say earlier, I feel her kidneys have been seriously affected, like damaged. Don't ask me why, but I do feel her, well, don't ask me why. Ask me why, because I know, because I see it here in her chart. I feel her kidneys have been seriously affected, and the damage is not because of any other health issues, it's because of what they've given her. Such high doses of whatever the shit they gave her that it has really taken its toll on her kidneys. That is something she's always going to be stuck with for the rest of her life. She was born in 64, right? So she's 60 years old. This July she'll be 60. So for the rest of her life she's going to have to manage that. So let's go back to the Hierophant, the Magician. Then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Then on this side we have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. In the middle we have the World card and we have the Judgment card. Look, a clear attempt at managing her, because it's like, I have the power to do whatever I can with you. I created you. I can do whatever I can with you, and I'm going to show you. You either comply or you don't. She chose not to comply because the very fact that she was so vocal and she was so open about all the shenanigans that have been going on in the music industry, black entertainment industry since way back then. She has never stopped talking about it in one way, shape or form. She has always spoke about it. She's always been open about it, and she's always called these people out. And she wouldn't hush up, and they're like, let it go, and she didn't. She's like, no, somebody has to take note of it, right? So they're like, no, you never complied. We had an agreement that we want you to do X, Y, Z, and if you it's like a contract with these people. I will get you to the number one position. I need you to do X, Y, Z for me, and you have to keep up to that for the rest of your life. And when she saw all the shenanigans were going on, that's when she said, nah, I can't do. My heart isn't in it. I don't agree. This is wrong. I can't do it. It doesn't sit right with me. I'm over it. It's all over and done with. And that's the problem. That's when, and particularly when she started talking all about this Diddy business, when shit hit the fire. But it's also a systematic takedown for whether they say it or not, whether they comply or not. You have your organizers, your managers, your companies you sign contracts with. They take your agent. You got to give them a percentage of whatever, right? There's an unwritten rule that a percentage of your monies, your whatever income you get, goes to these certain management groups that you have to give them. Or if you don't give them money, then they will organize an event and they're going to say, hey, you know what, we need this and this celebrity to come up because we can sell more tickets or we can get more coverage, and you're expected to show up for X number of public events in a year and not take anything from it, because that's when those people are going to benefit from it. You write it off. You don't take anything from it, proceeds from that. And I think after a certain point she was like, I can't do that no more because I don't agree with your guys' fundamentals or your principles or the way you do business. I don't want to associate myself with you. And they're like, no, bitch, no. We don't care whether you like it or not, whether you agree with our principles or not. We have a contract, best be delivering on it. And that's the problem. That's where all the shit goes down. And then you have this magician here. Oh my God, I can't even yawn. Let me show you his face. Oh, this guy is a piece of work. Just look at his face. Okay. Now this is somebody, you all go figure out who that reminds you of. I don't even have to say it. He is the one who's instrumental in wanting to control or rein her back because of the insecurities. Okay, insecurities. Four of Pentacles is holding back. It's yes, Pentacles. It's greed, long term, desire for long term security, and it's also holding back, holding on to whatever you have, holding tight control over it because you're insecure that certain things might be exposed and come out into the open, and then all hell breaks loose, right? And then trying to balance, okay, the Temperance card, trying to moderate, trying to balance. She was like a runaway freight train, so trying to balance, trying to control, trying to hang on to, because if she came out and if they let go control of her, then it would end a lot of careers, like literally end a lot of careers. So they were finding it very difficult to the Hierophant here, very difficult to balance, right? And the Hierophant is organizations, the Hierophant is institutions, and the Magician is the one who runs all of that. So, who does the management of all of that. So, very, very difficult to rein her back in. For some reason, they felt that certain things. I have a feeling in an intimate environment, setting, intimate like a party or an event that is only for these people in the group, right? She might have made a couple of statements which people were like, why are you talking about that now? I thought we had decided to, yeah, Debbie, you're right. We had decided to, like, that's a, don't go there kind of a, why are you talking about it? Oh shit, she's raking it all up now? Well, we better take care of this BITCH before she goes and does something and everything goes to shit. Literally, that's what has happened. Then on the right side, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Now, Three of Pentacles is all about business partnerships. It's about getting the help from people. Okay, it's about having a team of people to help you hone your skills, hone your craft, and pitch you into the limelight and give you all the support and sustenance you need to be able to project forward. And the Queen of Wands is all about taking action, having the self-confidence and the self-assurance to go forward and take action. But Queen of Wands can also be a little bit rash, brash. So what do I mean by rash? It's all about action, right? Wands is action, but here's another thing, another side to the Wands energy. It's not just, I'm fire, I'm going to burn, baby, burn. It's not all that. Wands is also an energy that can be a little bit more about, how shall I say, like the Jupiterian energy, right? The Sagittarius energy, what I meant to say is, like, think philosophically, like, go and think about, for example, what is the real meaning of life, deep thinkers, and analyzing, figuring out right from wrong, and, where's the moral compass in this, and that sort of stuff. So people who are also a little bit more, pay attention to the moral compass of themselves and those around them, and who have the ability to think about those things, elevated consciousness. Why do I struggle with words? Elevated consciousness, there we go. So, and based on that elevated consciousness, okay, you take action. So not everybody is at that level, so they don't understand your actions. Your actions are based on your elevated consciousness. They don't see that, they know they're not there, they don't understand it. So they're like, she's being rash, she's being brash, but she's actually based on her ability to, and also remember, Scorpio moon, so as is a deep thinker. And she really wanted to kind of bring forth and bring to light such thing. And I see her saying, I've been crying myself hoarse talking about this, but nobody pays attention. So the best way to do it is to take physical action. So that's what they're worried about. And then you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So the Knight of Swords talks about, action, like very sharp, very cutting action. What do I mean by sharp and cutting? Like, again, it's cerebral. It's very without emotion, emotionless action. Like, I don't care about how this is affecting other people. I need to take action and I need to go forward with it. And then it is in the reverse. So she did not want to subscribe to that kind of a mindset where you just use and throw people, right? Because using and throwing people gets you faster to whichever destination you want to get to. She's like, nah, I can't do that. And this is also saying that they wanted to cut her down because her fast action, talking about it. Think about her career where she had her TV channel. Very scathing comments about certain people, right? They are like, Mars, the tongue, and Mercury, the communication. Mercury, the communication, the tongue, and Mars, the fiery fury and energy, right? No, we gotta tone it down. We gotta bring her down. We gotta restrict her. And Page of Wands. Page of Wands again is coming up with a. I wonder, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I wondered if she was in a process or in the process of coming up with some sort of a platform of her own where she wanted to set it up and then slowly gravitate towards that and then disregard this and cut her ties off with this television program. And they didn't want that to happen. They didn't, because that would have given her free reign to speak whatever, because she's on her own. She's like, I can do whatever I want. Nobody can stop me because I'm my own master. Here I am answering to somebody else. And in the middle of all this, you have the World card and you have Judgment. Man, she's got some cards, all right. World card, completion, reward, success through hard work, right? Things coming full circle, everything turning around. You've gone through the whole spin cycle and now your clothes are finally dry and you can take them out of the dryer. And then Judgment. Judgment is Pluto. Radical sweeping changes. Remember, she's a Scorpio moon. Pluto, along with Mars. Mars rules Scorpio, but Pluto to a slightly lesser degree rules. So if you consider the degrees of Mars and Pluto, Mars is energy and control over Scorpio is more than Pluto is. They're a little bit off, right? Not off. It's not equal. So here she is, she's like, I've been talking about it, and I've been spilling the beans about this, and I'm telling, nobody wants to listen. Now finally people are going to sit up and they, what is Judgment? Judgment says, okay, it's not just about radical sweeping changes. It's, look at this card. It's like, I've been blowing my trumpet and trying to wake up people to the reality, and nobody wants to listen to it. Finally, things have come full circle where people are going to sit up and take attention and pay attention to all that has been going on and all that I've been talking and shouting at the top of my lungs for all these years. So now it's all public. It's all out in the open now. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles and you have the Two of Pentacles and the Empress card. Nine of Pentacles. She is going to be all right financially. She will have enough to take care of herself. Is she going to go back to her coffers completely refilled and reimbursed? What I mean is all the money that has been stolen and siphoned from her. I don't know if it's all going to come back to her at this particular moment, but she'll have enough to sustain herself at whatever level, right? We know that their expenses are way more than us average people. I mean, they're celebrities, right? So I'm sure the very fact that if we go to get our nails done, maybe they charge us $60, and because she's a celebrity, maybe they charge her $300. I don't know. That's ripping off, but whatever. And then she has the Two of Pentacles. Now, Two of Pentacles says, here's the thing. You have a choice now. The route, the decision you want to take in terms of what road do you want to go down that is going to facilitate your income. You have two opportunities, two different plans, two different ideas. Do you want to take what you have right now, retain it, take complete control over it, and just retire and say, I'm done with this, like I can hear her saying, this fucking world, Or are you going to say, no, 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 the other thing is, I am going to continue to work, I am going to, I have some cards on the table, I'm going to, some offers on the table, I'm going to pick and choose, and I'm going to go for it. I also see her relocating, and I also see her relocating, like physical location where her home, her business is, to another place, and also relocating, reassigning her assets to a different modality. Then you have the Empress card. There is going to be a level of support, there is a new beginning, she is going to be comfortable, she's going to be okay. And yes, people have been talking about her conservatorship and whatever. I think she's going to come through. I think she'll be able to overcome that. I think she will be able to take full control of her life, her assets, her business, her mind, body and soul. I think she will win that. I think she will. I'm very confident she will. Look at that. Britney Spears also had that whole conservatorship drama. That's why they do it, y'all, because you're a goose that's laying golden eggs, and I come to you every day on the pretext of, hey, I want some money for this, want some money for that, and that jealousy is like, you know what, rather than come and ask you, give me some money, I'm just going to fuck you up so bad and just say you're crazy and take control of your assets and your whatever, and that way I don't need to ask you anything, you have to ask me. You know, that's how this shit goes down. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, hang on. I know what Nandi is talking about. Dr. Oz even corrected Wendy therein right away. I don't know what that means. I don't know. MP says free Wendy Williams, yeah. Nandi says absolutely, we love Wendy's work ethic. Some say it's a karma. How? Joan Rivers was a gossip columnist professional too. Did they see her exit as karma? Wendy did what she was paid to do. Yeah, I mean, you have a commitment. They give you that platform. They say when you sign the contract, what is the material supposed to be? How much freedom do I have? Like, what are the parameters that I have to work within? That sort of a thing. What is the job description? Right? They also have all that. It's not like, oh, Wendy, we're going to start a new television channel. You are the host. You do whatever you want. No. That's not how it works. It's all driven by industry. It's all driven by money. The ratings, affect the company that owns that channel, their stock market. Yeah, it's just money. So there is a job description. She has commitments which she has to, every one of them. So I wonder if she was at some point in time thinking of going the Oprah Winfrey way, like having her own channel and etc., where she has total control over what she did. I don't know. Anyway, so on the surface level, Wendy did what she was paid to do. So we cannot say that it's her karma, that's why she got what she did because she pissed off people. You're absolutely right. But, her calling out all the shenanigans is what got her into trouble. Okay, let's see. They were poisoning her or drugging. I'm sure they were. That's what the cards tell me. So Lucinda says she drank tea every day on her show, and on her Halloween show she passed out. Oh, you mean Halloween? And they were trying to make it look like she was yeah, exactly. Y'all, I hear you. It's crazy. It's crazy how these... Think about it, right? When we go out now, everybody says, when you go out on a date or when you go out into whatever, don't leave your drink unattended and don't accept water in a glass. Always ask for a sealed water bottle. Sealed bottle of water, etc., yada yada. You never know what and how people can they don't even have to break the seal, right? You can put something on the top over here, right? And then I open this and then I sip it, that's enough contamination, right? Remember, be very careful because there's this. This is not new, it's been going on for a while and it freaks me out. It's like they had something on one of those channels I saw, like people had taken, of course the people responsible got arrested. So apparently there's some sort of a drug somewhere in South America, I don't know which country, where it's so toxic that you don't have to ingest it, you don't have to inhale it, you just touch it and that's enough. So these guys, they wear a mask, they wear gloves, and even the fumes from it is enough to render you unconscious. So they case you and they case the vehicle and they go and they have this video of this guy wearing a mask and all that stuff and wearing gloves. He takes it out of his backpack and he just smears something on the driver's side door handle, right? And he walks away across the street and he stands there nonchalantly like he's waiting for a bus or whatever in some South American country, I don't know where that is. And it's somewhere on the internet, if you find it, you whatever. And this lady, she comes out, she's probably in her mid-30s and she's like young, and she clicks and then she opens the car and she can barely even get it fully open, she literally collapses over there. And then he comes around running, oh, can I help you, can I help you? And subsequently helped her, and I don't know what happened, but it was all caught on somebody's security camera, and that's when the cops were called and they were able to rescue her. That shit scares the heck out of me, y'all. I mean, remember the days when they had that Apple tracker or whatever, they stick it under your car somewhere in the wheelbase or whatever, and then they track you and then they rob you and rape you and do whatever the heck. Looks like every time they come out with some new tactic, you know, they are able to overcome the cops or whatever are able to overcome, people find out and people watch out for it. Then these criminals come out with something newer and something newer. It's like forever. This war is going to go on forever. At some point in time, it's so overwhelming. You're like, I can't even live my life because I'm so concerned about all these threats coming from all these different angles. It's like you say, fuck it all, screw it, whatever. Because you just want to be able to breathe, want to be able to live, right? And it's scary. It's so scary. So, anyway, was her son really taking her money, or was that just... no, I think by default, the fact that he was supporting his father, let's ask that question, Devi. Oh my God. Three out of three major arcanas. Four out of five major arcanas. No, y'all. This is very sad. I'll show you. This is to answer Debbie's question. Let me hold this card straight. Y'all, you'll have to bear with me. This environment, this lighting is going to be like this until I get back to my home base. I'm not going to haul, you know, my camera lights and all that stuff over here. That's just too much luggage. I'm like, nah. So what this is to answer Debbie B's question, right? So her question was her son really taking her money, or was that just out to get put out on social media? Let me see. Wait. Give me 1 second. I want to confirm. So let's see. Yeah, he's a Leo because he was August 18th, right? And the Leo sun sign is from July 23rd to August 22nd. So he's a full-on Leo. And the reason I say that, I had to look it up just to make sure. Right off the bat, we have the Strength card, and the Strength card is Leo. Then we have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is Virgo. Wait, when is her husband, Kevin? He's September 17th. Let me look up. September 17th. Give me 1 second. September 7th. Oh shit. September, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September 17 is Virgo. You guys, you gotta be kidding me. And the Hermit card is a Virgo card because her second husband, Kevin Hunter, is date of birth is September 17. There's no lying here, y'all. I mean, the cards don't lie. Look at that. And then we have the Hangman. What is the Hangman? It's Neptune. Then we have Page of Swords. Then we have the Fool card, Uranus. Then we have the King of Cups. Then we have this card, Eight of Cups. Yeah, look, the cards don't, I mean, it's like, that's why I had to look up the date specifically because I was like, I don't want to make a mistake in the zodiac, like the dates. Sometimes you know how Vedic astrology, it's a couple of days, and then Western astrology, the dates. So I always want to check. Jamie Harden says, hello, aloha real family, aloha Jamie, welcome. Okay, so I do believe that there has been some manipulation, okay, and he has struggled, the son. He has struggled and he has been forced to comply with the Hermit energy, okay, and the Hermit energy is Virgo. I do believe that he has absolutely been forced to do it. So if there are any allegations that her son also tried to steal her assets, yes, because he has been forced to comply and he is more leaning towards the father. Remember earlier I said she wants to disengage herself from him, but then again she wants to protect him in a certain way, and this disengaging from him is to not show much, because if she shows any connection to him, that's still, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So he is her weakest link, her son. So she's going to disengage from that so that she can go about doing all this work behind the scenes, but she really cares about her son. And then you have the Hangman to Neptune. Man, there has been a lot of manipulation that has happened. The son has been completely manipulated, without a doubt. To a certain extent, let me preface this by saying her second husband was not the main one responsible for her downfall. There is somebody else behind this, okay? Her son also for a little period of time fought it and said, no, I don't want to be a participant in all this drama, but he was forced into it. Page of Swords, they're like, you better do it, like threatens, you better do this or else you're going to be out in the cold. You don't have a choice. And then the Fool card shows up, that's Uranus. It says there is an element of risk taking, and he took the risk because he's like, I don't want to be out in the cold. And from the King of Cups, emotions, the father. And he was forced to walk away from the mother. Yeah, the son was completely manipulated. And knowing, but he also to a certain extent, his hands have been tied behind his back. Y'all, we have seen how many times, right, in a situation where there's divorce, how one parent completely gaslights, one spouse gaslights the other spouse by using the children against them. We have seen it time and time again. Nothing new there. Okay, let's move on. I wonder if she will starve or dehydrate herself to get away from the poisoning and bring everything to light. I think she's going to be alright. I think she looks scary though, right? For a brief period of time. I remember seeing one, I think she was like so skinny. Oh my God, look at it. The Hermit card, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant. This is freaking crazy. absolutely, to answer your question, who said about dehydration just to stop the 4 passes, happy Valentine's, hi, welcome, welcome. Absolutely, trying to completely, I mean, this is, oh my God, it's the institutions and the religions were like, look, the major arcanas and right in the middle, okay, so this is how you should see it, because when I lay the cards down, you know, the mirror image, okay, so what this tells me is absolutely concerned about that, because that's how they've been getting to her, through liquids, to fluids, and she's afraid, and she's like, I need to refrain, I need to hide, I need to withdraw from all of this, because I know they are poisoning me, and yes, it's crazy, y'all, it's oh my God, it's scary as shit. Anyway, so it's very easy, y'all, to say somebody is, you know, even if they go to a doctor and all that stuff, you know, pay the doctor off and say, when you're dealing with that level of people and they have the money and wherewithal, they can threaten anybody and say, dude, just do it, you know, or else. And then the doctor also will be like, oh shit, whatever, man, they're giving me $150,000 just to write a something or just to do a something fine. You know, my life is a threat, I don't want to do it. Or maybe they're like, I don't care, I'm getting the money. Or maybe they're like, oh shit, they're threatening my family, so to save my family, I'll do it even though I don't want to, you know, stuff like that. Okay, what else do we got for Wendy Williams? Show us what we got for her. Exactly. The Emperor card. 5 of Swords. King of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords. And the 10 of Wands. Absolutely. She fought. She had a big argument. She had a big, what's the word? Disagreement with the Emperor. In this case, I'm going to say that is the person who manages, who is a controlling individual as far as this particular industry is concerned, which she's a part of. And she had a big falling out of them. There was a lot of bullying, there was a lot of threats by that individual, and there are 2 entities. So the kingpin who makes all the decisions and the one who manages the finances, the Emperor, and this one, right? Actually, it should be like this, because so then you will understand better, right? So absolutely, it's like, you know, there's a fight there, abuse. It's like, oh, you're going to argue with me, now you watch how we're going to control your finances. And then you have the 6 of Swords. You try your very best to walk away from that whole environment, but it's such a burdensome experience. Are you sure you'll be able to survive it? Are you sure you'll be able to survive it? Let's see what they're going to say. Is she going to playing with fire? Ace of Cups. I think she'll be fine. I think she'll be fine. But she's going to have to restrict herself, because at the bottom of the deck I saw 8 of Swords. She's going to has to have a very measured approach. If she has a very measured, controlled approach, then she'll come through it. Oh God, the Chariot, fantastic. Things are going to be moving forward for her. I mean, for sure. If she approaches this in a very measured, controlled way, which means restricting herself a little, because once you come out of this, you are like, finally I can scream, and I'm going to really scream. No, don't do all the screaming, and don't take a big breath and all that stuff. Don't gulp in it. Just breathe normal, be normal, kind of have a measured approach. You may have to pull yourself back a little bit, because after that you have the Chariot card, and the Chariot card says the focus on your emotions, focus on balancing your emotions, focus on protecting yourself, focus on being a little, having some fortitude and being a little secretive even if you have to. So she's got to be careful. Debbie, I think I've already answered that question earlier, so. I think she's going to come out of this fine. I think she's going to come out of this fine. Because she has a 2 of cups, okay? She's got the Ace of Cups, and then she's got the 3 of Cups. So she is going to again find the opportunity to partner. She's moving away from a intimate partnership. The intimate partnership was restrictive. It may have appeared to be, and it could. This partnership is her second ex-husband. What's his name? Kevin Hunter. It was a very toxic partnership, and under the preface of love and relationship, it was limiting her. Really had her shackled, her ankle shackled to him, and now she has realized she has a lot of options and a lot of choices, right? And she has chosen to go forth and celebrate, okay, and have the support, and it's not like she's not going to be relying on one person from now on. So it's like, I'm going to hire somebody to manage, but I'm going to hire somebody else to watch this person who's managing, and I'm going to hire somebody else to watch this person. So she's being smart about it. She's going to be smart about it. She's learned a tough lesson. And then you have the World card, again, Saturnian, right? I think now the next 2.5 years for her, I do believe that all the stuff that's gone on, things are going to come around full circle. She's going to be able to repair, work on, continue to focus on fixing, on being able to raise money, on being able to focus on avenues that would bring in some money. And if she needs to fix it, tweak it, change it, if she needs to work on it, she's going to be doing all right. It's going to be a little bit of a slow process, but she's going to work through all the chinks, and she's going to tighten all the screws, and she's going to, any loose nails, she's going to hammer them properly. She's going to fix all the little leaks and cracks and all that stuff. It's not going to be like boom, done overnight. It's a bit of a slow process. And then you have the King of Cups over here, which is like, for her, being a Cancerian, even though this says King of Cups, she is really going to watch her emotions. She is going to be in complete control of her emotions. She's going to be very guarded of her emotions henceforth. And 9 of Wands. And she's going to stay well within her limits. And what do I mean by that? Hang on. Wheel of Fortune. Hang on. We've got one more card at the bottom of the deck. We have the Tower card. Love it. I love it. The Tower card is not a bad thing here. She is going to be well guarded. She's going to watch her emotions. She's going to guard her emotions. She's going to be very measured. And she's going to stay within her bounds, because she's like, okay, I've learned a hard lesson. I know the Wendy Williams name is got some power to it, but I'm not going to go right off and, come out like with my boxing gloves. I'm going to be in a measured way. She's learned some tough lessons, y'all. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune again. The Wheel of Fortune here says, yes, there is movement, but she also has to be careful in moving forward, use a lot of wisdom, and she will, and she has that ability. She can. See, being a Cancerian and so passionate about her work, and she completely trusted her man, and that's where the loose chink was, right? So, and that's how they were able to kind of completely destroy her from within. She's going to be okay. She'll do fine. as long as she has a balanced approach, she's going to have to be very careful, measured, take full control, be aware, be cognizant of your environment, the people around you, wise, where don't be so quick to trust. And then you have the Tower card, which is great because the Tower card does talk about disillusionment, sudden changes and shocks, etc., etc. And it is a Mars card. Mars rules Scorpio, right? A moon sign is Scorpio. So there is going to be some sort of a destruction of the ties that she had, with toxic ties. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Cups. Look, and at the bottom she has a Moon card, which is actually good because this is all about Cancer and this is all about Scorpio. They're water signs, very emotional, right? So the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And look, the Moon card is a Pisces card. And you know what? Saturn is going into Pisces. Are we surprised? Destruction of toxic relationships. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, so any new offers that are coming in, business offers, financial offers, she's going to be very careful about them. She's also going to be very careful about the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups could be her son, right? Or could be any other emotional new offers that are coming in. People are like, we're so sorry about what happened, let me offer you my friendship, you have my shoulder to cry on. She's going to be like, yeah, right, whatever. And she's got the Moon card at the bottom. She still knows, she's very much aware of the fact that there are still a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes, and she's going to be cautious about it because the Pisces card, the Moon card says, beware of deception, okay? Be careful of your feelings. Who do you trust? How much do you disclose? Also, don't be self-sacrificing. And it also says, don't let your imagination run away with you. Imagination in terms of you may imagine, you may assume that certain people who you think you can trust, that could just be like a false sense of security. So be careful of that. Be very, very self-aware. Ten of Swords. The Two of Cups. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Judgment card. Awesome. I love this. So Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like completely how she was completely destroyed and kept anchored by the partnership, the spouse, and Judgment. All that shit's going to come out in the open. Okay? All that's going to come out in the open. She's going to win this whole thing about this conservatorship and all that drama. She's going to come out fine. See, somebody spoke about karma, right? Let me say this. People are saying it was a karmic takedown because of all the people that she badmouthed on her show, quote unquote, badmouthed on her show, etc., etc., and all that. I don't think that is what she went through is karmic because of her show and what she said on the show and who she spoke to. But I think it's karmic. That's not karma. I think the fact that she went through this is karmic cleansing. Okay? So this whole process of re-evaluation, being turned inside out, being your feet held to the fire, and being literally going through shit, like all this turmoil and almost like disappearing, dissolution, dissolving your whole entire life as we know it, becoming non-existent. This whole process was karmic. Do you get what I'm saying? I think the next 2.5 years, she's going to, I don't know if she's going to go back to her own TV show, but she will have some sort of work. She's got to be careful. My God, how long have you been on? From 5:30, right? 5:30 to 7:30, 2 hours. Okay, y'all, do you all have any questions? I'm not reading for any other case, but if you all have any questions about this case, let's do it. I'll give it another 5 minutes and then I'll log off, because for me, right now, it is 7:35 a.m. and where are we at? What's the time for you guys? It's 8:05 p.m. for Dallas, right? Awesome. So what time did we start? 6 o'clock, right? Let me read the comments. Wendy's been through a lot. We hope so. When she was on the call with CTG or TB, I don't know what that, I don't know all those acronyms. She sounded fine and lucid, yeah, but I hope she will be fine. I recall when C&J interviewed author Terry Woods, how Terry cried for Wendy. Oh, I didn't see any of that, y'all. It's like the public witnessed some sort of a legal. Yeah, y'all, that's true, Nandi. You're so right about that. Crazy how people like her have to be controlled, but people like Diddy have just been free to do as they please for years. It is so true, you know. It is like so true. It's very sad. And think about it. For the most part, you look at Whitney Houston. You look at somebody. Oh my God, I forgot the names. Couple of other ladies Simone. Oh my God, and who was the other lady? Natalie Cole. All these people, it's all the women, right? Mostly it's usually the women that endure this. And y'all, it's very unfortunate because here we are in 2025, right? And you know, you remember the song, It's a Man's World or whatever? It's bullshit, y'all. I'm not a feminist, okay? I'm not. I'm just me. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Britney Spears and a couple of other singers too, female singers, right? In this day and age, 2025, we still see the disparity of how females are treated from men. You know, equality in workspace and equality in this and equality in that. Well, bull, there is no equality. Let me give you an example. So let's say John Doe applies and Jane Doe applies for a job. Both of them are equally qualified, have the same amount of experience and all that yada yada. And you want to bet that the money offered in terms of compensation to John Doe is going to be definitely more than what they offer Jane Doe. Absolutely it will be. Okay? But they won't talk about it. And there's no way Jane Doe will find out about it. Right? I mean, for example, look at it. Somebody give me a thumbs up if you all are still there. Chat discontinue. No, chat, don't discontinue. What? I hope I didn't lose y'all. Because the shows I'm back on. Let's see. Unless I'm just talking to myself over here, it's so bizarre, but oh good. Thank you. Alright. I just had to check. So I was going to say, you even look at what do you call it, television journalists and you know all those people, the men and the women, there is so much of disparity in their pays as well. Why? It's just crazy. You know, why do they feel that, you know, bearing children and keeping a family together and all that stuff, you think they're not capable of taking care of their financial estates or whatever? It's because we're easily manipulated. Oh no, why? Give it a second. Come on. I should be good. My power is on. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Maybe one thing. This is one thing I can't control, that is power, electricity. Okay. Still frozen? I'm just going to wait until I am able to get you all back. It says, yeah, my internet connection, everything is okay. Don't know what's going on. Oopsie. Oh, so oops. Anyway, I'm going to continue to keep talking. I just got a text message from Debbie saying that it's lagging. I do apologize for that. The power went, and the internet, the router is connected to the power, and so the generator came on. So that 1 second between the generator kicking on, everything blanked out, but I'm back on. So we'll see. So anywho. But I feel like a lot more people who have gone through some shitty times on like mainstream media have chosen to branch off into podcasts and this and that and all that stuff, and have found success there. And I'm so happy that they are, because at the end of the day, like, if they're good at what they do, why shouldn't they have another platform, right? So that's a good thing. So, but anywho, I got another message. Let me see what's going on. Oh, great. Like I keep, alright, so maybe the image is not coming, the video, but at least y'all can hear me babbling on, which is good. Thank you, Debbie, for letting me know, keeping me posted on that. But it's very unfortunate, y'all, but such is life. And let us just understand one thing. It doesn't end with case in point. I was just going to thought about the Blake Lively situation. It doesn't end with Wendy Williams or Britney Spears. You're going to see a lot more of this drama happen, because such is life. I mean, this is how the shit goes, isn't it? I mean, all this drama about these people and the money grabbers and all that, it's ridiculous. Yeah, and also let's also understand one thing. This kind of shit doesn't happen only with celebrities, okay? Let's face facts. It happens with women, with family members, regular people like you and I even, because if you're an only child, or if you are sibling, other siblings, we've seen family fights. They try to take away your money, they try to steal from you. It doesn't happen all the time, let's understand that. I'll be the caretaker for my parents, and then nobody else wants to take the responsibility, so I'm going to take the responsibility, and they do, and then they end up siphoning off a lot of assets and money and this and that. All of a sudden the other siblings will wake up and say, oh well, she stole all this from my father or my mother or whatever, from my parents or whatever, and how come she got so much more and all that. Those kind of family wars happen. Some of them are genuine, some of them are like, I took care of the dying parent for the past 7 years, and so I should get more, legally speaking, it's justified. And sometimes they do manipulate, they do offer to take that position just so they can steal. And other times it could be the parent genuinely said, you know what, I'm going to leave most of my assets to you because you're the only one of my children who stepped up to the plate and took care of me. So there are different scenarios, but this kind of manipulation, this kind of gaslighting happens in all levels of society, not just in the ultra-rich. It happens in the middle class, the upper class, the ultra-rich, whatever, right? Whenever there's assets, whenever they feel that one person has got a little bit more than the other, and people are going to try their very best to take you down, be it financial assets, be it intellectual assets. Such as us as human beings, But I do apologize, y'all. The electricity kicked back on really fast. I mean, the generator, but it's caused a little bit of a disruption, so sorry about that. I just want to make a couple of announcements again. This reading was for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations, my opinions, and allegedly, do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Give me a thumbs up, spread the word around, help me get, improve my channel, grow it. And also for those of you who get those invitations by email for the first and third Saturday classes, I'll send out the emails to you shortly. Watch out for it. Even if it comes at the very last minute, just know that you will get the email. And what else? Every Wednesday I do a live stream for members only. Those live streams will be deep dives into specific subjects. There could be some subjects that are a little bit more, what's the word? I shouldn't say salacious, but a little bit more high profile, sensitive subjects. I won't publish those to the general public. Those videos and those readings are for my paid members because they are paying for it. And I want to make sure that they are the only ones who have access to that and who can participate in that. It's every Wednesdays. The membership is $4.99. You can join, you can leave whenever you want. But I hope you do see the worth in it, and what am I saying? I think it's worth trying and give it a shot. Less than a cup of coffee, right? And I do free giveaways, and time permitting, which we always make time, right? On those Wednesday readings, I do mini personal readings for my members as a thank you, right after I do whatever the main subject is. So watch out in the description box. I have a Amazon influencer affiliate page. Go and check out that. If you do buy anything, click on that link and buy anything, then I do get a percentage. So that's fair disclosure. But whatever items are listed on that link are items that I have paid for and bought. They have not given me free. If there is anything that I've gotten free, I will make it known, and then of course you can, full disclosure. That's about that, y'all. I do apologize for this little snafu. Debbie says y'all can hear me but can't see me, but I don't know, my video is looking okay here. Thank you all for joining me in this video, and blessed be your fam. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. All right, so come on. All right, there we go. Oh, so thank you everybody. I'm going to log out if you don't mind. I do apologize for the lighting and the setting. Like I said, I'm traveling, I'm out of the country. I think next week the setting is going to be even more different because I'm doing some more traveling. I'm going to another country, so I know what settings I'm going to have over there. So it's all good. And see you on Saturday, the third Saturday, for my folks who come in for those classes. I'll send out the email shortly. Bye everybody. Good night.